Hello. And welcome back to Don't Tell Our Moms.
Don't tell our moms.
It was vibrating.
Was it good?
It was real good.
It was real good.
Well, don't worry, people. We're not going to talk about just sex this episode like we have been in our cards.
Don't promise.
Can't promise that. But I know you're probably like, damn, I'm glad they're done with that game for now. Not really. We have like 150 cards left. So stay tuned. But
we'll circle back.
As I've been watching them back, I'm like, damn, me and Molly have been on it. Me and Molly have been some sex kind of tours the last few episodes. But we decided to get back into a routine a little bit this week.
Well, we'll just roll right into it.
Yeah. How was your week?
Once again, really boring. Work has really taken out of me all this week. I know y'all are sick of hearing about it, but that's what I'm going to bitch about for probably the next 6 months.
Yeah. Well, you should be. Well, no, because not all of your. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Yep. So that's probably it. But like, once again, just pretty normal, boring, regular week. Now, tomorrow, this weekend will be fun.
Oh yeah.
Me, Jackie, and Caitlin are going to a concert tomorrow. I don't know what I got planned for Saturday, but probably something fun.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Okay. It was good. Not really though. We'll get into it a little bit. Well, I will say there have been some positives. I am a gardener. In multiple ways, but I'm an actual gardener. If you have not ever researched a chaos garden, it is foolproof. My flowers have already sprouted. My seeds.
They're so cute.
I know they're so cute, and there's gonna be so many. But it's basically wildflowers. So it's just a wildflower garden, and you literally just put a bunch of random seeds together. I got my pack. You can get the premix pack off of Amazon for like $15, and there's so many seeds in there. And then I went to Dollar Tree and got like some other random ones to like mix in. I think I'm gonna do sunflowers, but so I planted a garden. I'm gonna try that out. It's mine. It's my personality right now.
Not to cut you off, but it is like scientifically proven that it's called grounding when you put your feet in the dirt. But like if you just have your like bare feet or hands in dirt, like scientifically proven that it does good things for your body. So
it has definitely brought me happiness in a week that has not been so happy. One, I don't even think I've told you this. I lost my wedding ring. In the middle of doing all of the things, renovations and things around the house, I took it off somewhere at some point, and it's nowhere to be found. And I'm really praying that it comes up. But I might be having to make a little claim on that. It's gone.
You, in fact, did not tell me that.
Yeah, it's gone. I've looked everywhere that I would normally set it. All my trinket dishes. We threw a lot of stuff out, and so I'm really hoping that it wasn't thrown away, but possibly. And
do you have a pap on that?
Yeah, I do. About to get pooped. Just kidding.
Mysterious disappearance.
Yeah, it literally
is what it's called.
So I haven't worn a wedding ring for like a week now, and it feels really weird. So my wedding ring is gone. We've had some hiccups with the house. It's just been kind of a stressful week. But we are recording. Today is Thursday, April the 16th. Unfortunately, this is a significant day now in my life. 2 years ago today, my sister passed away. Talked about it before a little bit in some of past episodes. I've also expressed it's not something that I will ever get too really deep into, but it's hard. I don't know how else to put it. I text Molly today and I said, I don't know how to describe it other than I'm just sad. I am. So, but Molly and Jackie came over tonight. We had dinner. Before and we're also recording at like 9 p.m. That's okay.
That's okay. My rule is I can be tired on Fridays.
Yeah.
Fridays don't count.
And we'll be so excited tomorrow. It's like we're gonna like Christmas when we wake up because we have a concert, and so it's not gonna
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I have that at all. It'll be fine. But they came over, and I have to give them their flowers because they literally gave me flowers. So since I am my sister loved her garden. Molly knows this. She loved. She thought that ginger could cure any and everything.
And it can.
It can. If ginger could have kept my sister alive, then she'd still be here. Just know that. And so it was something that we never really shared in common because I do not have a green thumb. I have a black thumb, but we're going to turn that around.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a lot of research, and I don't know. I've just felt very close to her this week, and it's so weird. I was telling Molly earlier, like kind of how my mind I've been so busy this week, but it's like been in my subconscious, and so it's almost like my body can feel like I've just been tense and just sad. I don't know. Sad for a lot of people, not just me. My whole family, her children, it's just sad. But Molly and Jackie came over, and Jackie put together. So this is what's really weird. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw my post about the cardinal that's been hanging around this week. It is the brightest, most beautiful cardinal I've ever seen, and it has showed up this week, and it has hung around my deck every morning. And this morning, I have been really down on myself about my seeds because I'm like, what have I drowned? I've been like in my head about it. And I walked around. I got off my deck this morning and I walked around, and all my seeds had sprouted overnight. They did not even look like that yesterday. And so I felt her this morning. And so Molly and Jackie made me, I've been wanting to get hydrangeas. I've been doing some research on them. And so Jackie made me the most beautiful arrangement with hydrangeas and Mexican heathers, which is my new alter ego.
Love that.
It's Mexican heather. But it's Veronica, move out of the way. Mexican heather's here to stay.
Heather's in.
So they did that, and then Jackie got me a wind chime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that. And then what is the hanging plant?
Pothos.
Yes. And apparently they're really hard to kill. And you can kill them and they'll come back alive. So perfect plant for me.
Yep. They're easy.
What really I will cherish forever is they got me a bracelet, a Kendra Scott with a Z for Christy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm never taking this off. It is beautiful. And it will be, I think about her every single day, but it will be an intentional daily thought of her. Mm-hmm. So I love you guys and thank you.
We love you. And that's the thing with friendship is, and I even text you this today, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, but we might break the Lexapro barrier here first half.
I'm going to tell a story and I will cry.
But I will always sit in the mud with you. I don't care how long we need to stay there. We'll sit in the mud.
And that's the thing. Molly will sit with me in it, but she won't let me stay in it. Mm-mm. So she will sit with me, but Molly also knows that she can't let me stay in it. Mm-hmm. So, well, I actually have two stories that came to mind. I wanted to just quickly tell a little. I will always talk about my sister because I never want to forget my sister. And so I will forever talk about her, and I will always talk about her because she has a child who deserves to know who her mom was. Mm-hmm. And so I will always talk about my sister, and there are stories that I can tell. Even when I spoke at her celebration of life, I will not tell it on the podcast, but the story that I told about her, it was who my sister was, and everyone in the room was laughing and crying at the same time because it was her. So one of Christy, a lot of people don't know, Christy taught me to drive. My mom was trying to teach me in a church parking lot and was like, put out cones and was like, act like it's a cow, slam on brakes. And so she was trying to teach me. That was not going well. My dad did not have the patience, and I'd never driven before. I don't even think I was 15 yet. I don't even think I have a permit. And he decided to let me drive his truck on the interstate in Montgomery. That did not end well at all. I think he really just wanted me to go take him to get beer. He was like, I'm a dog learning to drive today. After he'd had a few. It was the spring break that I stayed with him. I really don't even, I maybe had just turned 15 but didn't have my permit yet. So I wasn't even legal. So the driving was not working out with my parents. And so I actually I've lived with both of my sisters before at different points in my life. But this particular summer, I lived with Christy and her husband and my oldest niece. And I was nannying for them that summer. So I stayed with them. I would stay Monday through Friday, and then Christy would pay me on Friday when she got off of work in cash money, and she would buy me cigarettes and Smirnoff Ice, and then give me like $40 for a whole week's work.
And it
work.
was
And that was enough
just
for me.
enough.
She would buy me like 5 or 6 packs of cigarettes, enough to get me through the weekend. But while I stayed with her, she, I mean, obviously fed me and all of the things. And so, they always had people at their house. Like it was the spot. And so it was super fun. And like, what else was I gonna do in the summer at 15 years old? So I did have a permit at this point, and so she was like, "Bitch, we got to get you together because you're gonna be 16 in like less than 6 months. You got to get it together." And so she had this little Acura. It was a silver Acura, and she took me. If you're familiar with Midland City, it was over by like the Coaches Petro. You'll know it's almost like Napier Field, like by the airport, and it was the county roads back there. And so she was like, "All right, we're gonna go on these back county roads, and you're just gonna floor it." And so she literally said, "All right, drive this bitch like you stole it, because if you wreck it, I'm telling them you did." It's how it started. So I'm 10 and 2, and she was like, only lame ass fucking people drive 10 and 2. Get your shit. No, hell no. She's like, lean your damn seat back, because Chrissy drove. She drove in her car like this. She was a gangster, you didn't know, but she drove her seat leaned fully back. So I'm like, meh. She's like, what are you doing? Don't be a weirdo. Going nerds drive sitting up on their damn steering wheel like that. And I was like, hey, oh my God, like you're just patronizing me before we even got out of the parking lot. It was a townhouse. And so we get to going down the road, and she literally just said, all right, bitch, floor it. And I hit that gas so hard. We were going so fast. And Young Jeezy was playing, and because me and Chrissy loved Young Jeezy. And so she had music bumping. She had speakers in the back of every vehicle she ever owned. When my sister got a car, within 24 hours of owning it, she had a window tint and she had speakers in the back of that bitch somehow every time, like professionally done.
She knew people.
Yep. And so we rode those back roads, and I was terrified. And she taught me through it, and she was like, "See, you're fine. Like, what are you stressing about?" And so she taught me to drive. And so we would drive like everywhere that we had to go. She would make me drive. And so I just remember the summer that getting in her car, and she was like, all right, bitch, floor it. But if you wreck it, I'm telling them you stole it. You're going to be grounded forever.
Telling them you stole it. What was it? The Nitro, the Dodge Nitro.
God, yeah, that whole car was plastic, but she loved that car.
Loved that
and back
car.
then, that car, like, I was my dream car.
I loved that car.
She did her and her husband did go on vacation one weekend, and she left me and Molly the keys to the Nitro, and we drove that bitch around everywhere. And she was like, "You better not let Derek know that I let you have the car for the weekend." We were house sitting for them.
Yeah.
So we parked my Honda Accord and we drove that Nitro. It was brand new. It had rims. Like, we thought we were bad bitches in that Dodge Nitro.
I love that car.
So yes, but a story that I do want to tell that happened around the time that she passed away, just because it's when I think about it just okay, I'll tell it. So without getting too deep into it, my sister had been sick for a while. And so, yes, it was shocking because I never could have expected that we would have lost her as soon as we did. But she'd been sick, and she knew she was sick. And today is the day that she passed away. But it was days before that is when she actually was in the hospital. We were planning, my sister, Stacey, and I, we, after she died, we did the next morning, her and I, we did the obituary together, something I never thought that we would do. We were at her obituary, and then I came home. And we waited a couple weeks to do her celebration of life. We actually did it on Cinco de Mayo, which was one of her favorite holidays. And the night before, we were at Stacey's house, and Stacey had gotten her phone with all of her belongings at the hospital. And so we were sitting there, and we were getting pictures together, or Stacey was showing me like the slideshow. And so she had gotten Christy's phone to get pictures off of it for her celebration of life slideshow. So the phone had been charged, and so we're sitting in the living room, and the phone was like in the dining room or like on like her breakfast nook, like the table. Well, my brother-in-law and Randy were sitting in the kitchen, and so we're all kind of in there. And it was late at night. The kids were already in bed, and out of nowhere, this alarm, like an iPhone alarm, was like, bah! It's like a fog, bah, bah, bah. And so we were like, what the hell? So we couldn't figure out what it was, and it was like kind of in like her. There was like a little tray on the table, and so it was just like in that tray. So finally, we figured out where the noise was coming from, and so Stacy is freaking out, and she's holding it. And she's like, "Oh my god, it's Christy's phone." She thought someone was like maybe calling, and so she comes over next to me, and she sits down, and she just starts crying. And so I was like, "Oh, okay." And so she shows me the phone, and it was an alarm for the Tooth Fairy. Because my niece had lost a tooth the night before my sister went to the hospital, and I had no idea. I think my sister knew. I do. I think that day when she woke up, I think she knew. And so the last thing that my sister did, she said it that morning, that she went into the hospital. But the last thing that my sister did was be a mom. And it's all she ever wanted to be, was a mom. Her children were the light of her life. And her child is the spitting image of her. And so it's just a reminder of like life is so short. That she just woke up on a normal day and set an alarm to make sure to put money under my niece's pillow for the Tooth Fairy, never knowing that she would be in the hospital on life support 12 hours later. And never come off of it or wake up. So there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of hate and just ugliness. But life is too short. And if I took over these 2 years, if I learned nothing from losing my sister, is that none of the shit matters. It doesn't. Because we are just spirits passing through, and you never know how much time you have with someone's spirit. And so all I can say is just, love your people and love them hard and let go of the little shit, because at the end of the day, none of it matters. Mm-hmm. It doesn't. And it breaks my heart because if I said it before in the last episode, but I am wholeheartedly, when we were in the hospital, I begged God to let her live, and that I would give, if I could have given my life for her to see her child grow up, I would. And that is something that I struggle with, because it's just not fair. I know life's not fair, but it's really not fair. And she's missed a lot, even in 2 years. And it just makes me sad and angry a lot sometimes.
That's normal. I would be a little concerned if you didn't have a little bit of anger.
Yeah. But it just makes me, I think about that. And it was like this realization at that moment that like the last thing that she did was be a mom. And that's who she was. I mean, she was a fantastic mother. She's more, if I am half the mom that she was someday, my kids are going to be so blessed, because she was such a good mom. And she was a mom to me. I mean, both of my older sisters were like, I have never looked up to anyone else like I did them. I mean, they were my favorite people. They are my favorite people. And, so yeah, I've just been sad today, but we have come on here before. It's been a while since we really cried.
Yeah, it has.
I think the last time I talked about her, but Molly reminded me today that there will come a time where, it won't be this hard. It will always be hard. But I always talk about her even when it's hard, because I still get to remember her. And I always want to, always. And so, yeah, if she was here right now, she would be
so mad at you.
Listen, I obviously sobbed at her celebration of life, and I heard her because people were joking about me. Like, my husband was like, when people like ugly cry, and so we were like, me and my sister Stacey both were like, all right, we're gonna have to hold it together, because no one likes when people are like and so I held it together. And but I could hear her, because she could be mean as hell to me, and like obviously no one's perfect. And so if you've ever had a relationship with your sister, they're the only two people probably outside of Molly in this world that I could tell to fuck off and I love you in the same phone call. And so obviously we had our ups and downs throughout life as sisters. But she could pick on me, but no one else could, even my siblings. And so I could hear her saying, "Now y'all leave my boo boo." Also, she was the only person in this whole entire world. She
Boo-boo.
never called me Caitlin. She called me Boo Boo
Boo-boo.
because it started when I was little because my family said that I looked like Boo off of Monster Zeke, and I did. I still kind of do.
Very cute.
So I could hear her saying, "Now y'all leave Boo Boo alone. Y'all know she's just tenderhearted. That baby's tenderhearted."
Oh, my girl's so tenderhearted.
I am. And so she would be in here and she'd be like, "All right, Kayla, you need to pull it together." But like, y'all know Kayla be crying. That's what she would say. "Now y'all know Kayla be crying. It's all right, but dried up."
Right up.
So, man, I miss her so much. And she loved the fuck out of Molly. They were like two kindred spirits. They really were.
Honestly,
they were kindred spirits. They hit it off immediately, and it was just one of those things where she was just like, "Molly's a sister." Like, okay.
Christy did, and that's the thing. Like,
we have some very funny stories that we can tell, but I will not tell them on this podcast because she will haunt the fuck out of me.
She'd be really upset with us. Christy was one of those people that if you met her, she gave off like really cool big sister energy, like the type of big sister that you're like, "Oh damn, she is cool."
She was just cool. Like she had full sleeve tattoos. She had she was, but she was gorgeous. She was beautiful.
And I can remember like being young and being over there, be like, I want to look like her. Like I want to have like the same attitude as her. Like Christy was she just embodied like big sister in all the good ways. Like you knew you could come to her if you needed her. She made you laugh. Like, and all the best things that a big sister was Christy.
Yes. And Molly reminds me a lot of her because Christy was they're so similar in a lot of ways of where Christy was also, she never, ever, ever met a stranger. She loved everyone. She had a big soft spot for people who were different or just, it didn't matter your past. It didn't matter nothing. I mean, she loved everyone. Everyone loved her. And it was funny because I sound and look, me and my sisters all sound and look the same. But growing up, when I was a teenager especially, I would hang out with people who had like older siblings that had hung out with my sisters back in the day. And all of them for years as a teenager, I was little Christy. They were like, "Holy shit, you're little Christy. You got that wild in you like she does." And she would always say that. She would tell people, she's like, "Yeah, Caitlin's got that wild, but she never wanted me." She tamed that in me. She embraced it. She embraced the wild, and was like, "You need to let her be her own person." And she let me be wild, but to an extent.
She would rope us in quick. If we needed it.
Yes, because she did not play. She did not play by her babies. But yeah, to Christy.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again every time we talk about her. I love to talk about Christy. I love to hear stories about Christy because, I mean, of course, that's your sister, but I've been a part of your life for so long that, like, everybody and like Stacy. I mean, I look at Stacy the same way.
Yeah,
like Stacy, we're just a part of each other's family at this point. So I'm the same way. Like, I will honor her and talk about her because she deserves that, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
So
this episode is to Christy. So we're gonna stop crying. I'm gonna stop crying because she would want me to stop crying.
But she'd be like, "God, bitch."
Oh God.
Move on.
Yeah, the Cardinals not gonna be there tomorrow morning. She's gonna be pissed because I talked about her. But we are gonna move on to this bracelet is just so beautiful, y'all. We are gonna move on to, we're bringing back a segment. All right, we're back to normal, as normal as we're gonna be. We did these in the beginning. Man, we've come a long way. Do you know this is episode 20?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
we're
guys.
Doing something special for maybe like 25.
Yeah.
We just don't have our shit together these past few weeks.
No, we haven't, but we're going to get together.
Yeah.
So, holy shit. You guys have stuck around with us for 20 episodes. And yeah, 20, when you think about it number-wise, that doesn't seem like a lot, but we do this weekly. That's 20 weeks.
Once again.
That's almost 6 months.
It is. Once again, 20 is not a big number, but if you think about 20 people in your ass at one time,
yep,
that's a lot of people.
That's a marching band in your ass.
That's a whole marching band.
That's a whole marching band. That's a drum line.
That's more than a mariachi band.
Yeah.
In your ass.
That's like 4 mariachi bands in your ass at one time.
Damn. All right, Mexican Heather.
Mexican Heather, baby. So we are gonna bring back. If you've been with us since we did, because have we even done these since we've had on camera? I know we did in the first few episodes.
We have.
If you've been with us since the audio only days, or even the couch days, we've come a long way from episode 1. But one of the very first segments that we did, I think we started episode 2. Yeah, because episode 1 was like our introduction. Episode 2, we did hot takes, and we're bringing them back, baby. So enjoy,
baby.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Mine aren't crazy.
No.
Not crazy. The first one, this is like split, but it's a hot take for some people. Pineapple does belong on a pizza.
Yes.
Yes. I've always gotten pineapple on pizza, but Caitlin put me onto like a barbecue chicken pizza with pineapple. So good.
Yep.
Yes, that's my first hot take. Very simple. I might have even said it before, but it does. Pineapple does go on pizza.
Yep. 110%.
That's my first one. What's your first one?
So my first one, we're gonna keep it light. This is just something that I'm feeling this week. It wouldn't be an episode unless I said fun fact about me. Fun fact about me, I actually really enjoy golf and watching golf. And one year I was a little brat, and my stepdad was big on golf. And we would go. We had a membership to a country club, and Dawn and Ozark. Don't get it twisted. No shade. To I think it was Panther Creek back then. But my grandparents were members. They were the exclusive caterers for the country club for a long time. Another catering company, and so we were poor. My grandparents had money, and so they were members of the country club. And so I got to go swim and do shit during the summer. A club member, baby, and run up their damn tab at the country club. But
I hate golf.
I love it. And me and my little brother, we did wreck the golf cart. It was Christmas morning. It was like 7 a.m. and we flipped a golf cart there. Got in a lot of trouble for that. But that same Christmas day, Santa Claus brought us golf clubs. And me and my little brother cried and threw a fit because that was like one of our big gifts. Looking back, like they were some nice golf clubs. So I get to that to say, I love the Masters. I get very serious about the Masters. I've had a lot of shit going on this year, so I've been missing out. But it surprised my husband because like a couple years ago, I really told him to shut the fuck up. The Masters was on, and he was like, "What the fuck? Do enjoy watching golf?" Here's my hot take: influencers do not belong at the Masters. There are people who literally spend years of their life who could tell you everything about golf. It is their lifelong dream to go to the Masters, and they never get the lottery. And these influencers go stay in the Colgate house at the Masters, brought to you by Colgate. Brought to you. I'm at Vagisil. Brought me to the Masters. I'm staying at the Vagisil house.
Hell yeah.
It's stupid. It pisses me off. Don't get me started on influencers in general. But my hot take is that just because because half of them are like, I might actually like golf after this.
Y'all got her riled up. Y'all got her pissed off.
Y'all have no business. Do I love their little outfits? Yes. But like have like a day. Just have like a dinner for all the influencers.
Yeah.
But they get to go the whole time, and it pisses me off. So sorry, that's my first hot take.
I don't like golf. I get bored halfway through putt-putt. I don't know. I just can't do golf.
I love it.
I can't. It's so boring to me. Now, tear up a golf cart. Sure, but
I love to scream.
But I don't want to play golf. I don't want to play golf.
So that was my. Sorry, I got right up on that one. That was my.
Y'all got hurt.
Just so you know, the Lux Pro ain't been fucking Lux Pro this week. Duh. But the Masters, influencers don't. Please don't. Charmin, don't send anybody else to the Masters next year.
Coachella or something. I feel like that's more appropriate.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on Coachella either. I do want to go though. Okay,
I would only. First of all,
would you car camp?
Huh?
We could car camp. They had power this year. Well, some of them did.
Listen, y'all know
the showering would get me.
The only reason I'm sad I couldn't go was Justin Bieber's performance.
Molly,
him singing with his we watched him like heal something inside of him right there. I have rewatched that over and over. I loved it so much.
I asked her the other day. I said, "Did you text Molly about the Justin Bieber performance?" Because if you don't know,
understand him and like his messages and like what he does, like what he did at the Grammys.
Brady's a believer.
I always have been.
And him and Molly have that. They have that
never a phase.
magic.
Was never a phase. Never has been. I love him so much. But like what he did at the Grammys with like the completely stripped down, like to his boxers, no like band, nothing. It was a message. Like watching him sing with him, like his younger self, and like looking back. Oh my God! I just keep rewatching clips. It was so good.
2026 is. We're literally 10 years later. It's 2016 this year, baby. And I fucking thrived. I moved here in 2020. We both moved here in 2016. 2016 was a damn good year.
Yeah, it was.
For a lot of reasons. It was just a time to be alive. I know I keep saying on this podcast a lot tonight, but I decided to let it out.
I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do.
Only for the clips. Sorry.
You're fine.
None of this is gonna make it on the TikTok this week.
All I gotta do is hit mute.
But yes, so Randy, I was like using the bathroom the other night, and he was like, "Did you see the Justin Bieber performance at Coachella?" He made me sit down and watch the whole thing on YouTube.
Well, as you should have. It was so good.
It was so good. But the memes and stuff from it were cracking me up, or like the videos about it, where literally there was one where he was like, "I hate my bitch ass wife. Security, get her out of here."
Where that people were like, he was just doom scrolling on his laptop, like he was just having a good time.
But when someone said on the side, they were like, "I would have died if it would have popped up like on her suggested search, like Selena Gomez." All these. Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Someone said he sung his Badissi out when he sang one of the songs to Selena.
And he did.
Man, well, what's your second hot take?
My second hot take is I think that closure for relationships is really overrated. I think a lot of times silence is the only closure that is needed. I think a lot of times when people go searching for closure, it's not actually closure. It's to continue whatever cycle is going on. It's not actually closure. But that's it. Like for relationships, closure is kind of overrated and 90% of the time not needed.
I know. Do you remember when we were like teenagers and be like, we would break up and they'd be like, "Can we just please?" Do you know how many times? All right, I'm calling myself on this one. Do you know how many times that I've my closure for my breakups for years, because there was about 17 of them in the same relationship. Most of my closure I got in the IGA parking lot.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Why? Why did I drive my nappy ass up there and sit and just get told I don't want to be with you? I don't like you.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of the time it is not actually closure. It is just to try to keep whatever this shit show cycle is going on. It's not actually closure.
No.
So I just don't think it's necessary.
You know what closure you can get? Close your damn legs to them.
Close your mouth. Get out of my face.
Close your mouth and close your legs, because it's over.
Move on.
Move on.
That's it for me. That's my hot take.
Okay. All right. My second hot take. It's for some people it's a hot take. I don't think for most it is.
Not anymore, because I know it. She told me earlier. Sorry.
We were talking about gardening earlier. Even though I am not, it's not really my jam all that often. Legalize marijuana already. Shit.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. Legalize marijuana. That's my hot take.
It shouldn't even be a hot take.
Alabama, specifically, this state should have the lottery. Marijuana should be legalized. Did you just see where they passed? There are so many other things in this state that we need to, I'm going to go there, that we need to be worried about, and not my damn Blue Raz Ice vape smoke in public places. Okay? How about our education system? How about our roads?
How about our overcrowded prisons? Oh my.
How about the condition of our prisons? How about the number of people who are in prisons because of petty crimes like marijuana? There's a lot of shit that needs to get worked on in Alabama, and we're over here passing bills to ban vape smoke in public.
You're gonna get one or the other from me, because I'm not going through this life completely sober and like with no vice. Either I'm gonna be smoking a doobie in public, or I'm gonna be blowing my Blue Raz Ice in public. And you choose.
And I've never used this in before, but if I do, I ain't putting it in my mouth. I'll tell you that.
She's gonna pop for where the sun don't shine.
I've already thought about doing that. It's an experiment.
They say taking alcohol up that way, I think, gets it like quicker.
It does. It gets
faster
in your
to
system
bloodstream,
faster.
so-
Did you know this fun fact? Heroin addicts put it in between their toes.
Mhm.
That's the fastest way to your bloodstream, which makes sense because you know the toes are like they are literally the foundation.
Well, that and also, I watched a lot of intervention. That and also, a lot of times, all of their other veins are shot just from repeated use, and so
It also
sometimes
hides
that's
track
the-
marks.
Yeah, hides the
Mhm.
marks, and a lot of times that's the only place they can get anymore.
Oh, Molly, could you imagine sticking a needle?
No. It's really sad. No,
Some people also put like hydrocodone and stuff. They put it with like an enema. Like like narcotics like that, like liquid narcotics. They put it up their
well,
Yes, that is my hot take is that I don't understand how marijuana has not been legalized. I don't understand how I can get in my car.
Money.
But look at what states like, and my mom, okay, my mother, who is a very Lori's progressive. She'll tell you, okay? Lori is progressive, but she's still she loves Jesus. She's the last person you would think that would, she does not garden. But do you remember that time we called my mom? We called my mom one time and asked her, I said, Mom, don't ask any questions. I'd already moved out. I was 18. Mom, don't ask any questions, but how much weed goes in the weed brownies? Because my mom will tell you she could never smoke it, but she ate the hell out of it back in the day. So, my mother, her dream in life is to own a she has a land for it. But she wanted to move. She really did her research. She wanted to buy land in Colorado and have a marijuana farm. Because my mother's in the medical field and she sees the good that it does.
Well, that's why I was saying it's money because number one, there's really a lot of reasons. Number one, money because our prisons are fun. That's a whole nother thing. It would keep people out of jail. And big pharma would lose a lot of money.
Yeah. Like Young Jeezy said, you can get more time for selling dope than murder in this crazy world.
And you can. And you will.
Yeah.
And you will also.
Now, do I believe that is marijuana? That is marijuana and psychedelics. Yeah. However, do I think that we need any other hard drugs? No. We do need to crack down on those. However, marijuana,
I don't think
I can get in my car and go buy alcohol,
which is statistically killed off the charts.
We're just wilding out on this episode. I love it. All right, before we move on to our next segment, we're going to do a segment called Holy Cannoli. It's not really a segment, but Molly's never had a cannoli before. And I love cannolis. So shout out to New York Pizza Company in Grand Bay. They're our favorite pizza spot now, and they have cannolis. And so every time we get pizza from there, which is pretty often, I get a cannoli, and Molly's never had one, and they make the best.
Here's the thing. I'm very picky about cream-filled stuff, and that's not an innuendo. I mean it. I hate Twinkies.
This is different, though, Molly. It's different. It's not. It's different. It's ricotta.
Oh. This is gonna make a mess.
We should put this behind a paywall.
I'm gonna blur it out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cream in there.
There's a lot of cream, but it's the best part. I know.
Holy shit. She just took that thing to the face.
When I die, you see that little powdered sugar? Do my ashes with that.
Okay. So wait, like mix powdered sugar in your ashes can? Or what?
Make me into a cannoli.
Oh.
Use me on the dust as cannolis and bury them.
Oh, okay. Well,
actually, I don't want to be cremated. It terrifies me. Put me in the ground.
Yeah, if y'all put me on the ground, and I'm saying this publicly on the World Wide Web, if y'all put me on the ground, I'm coming for every single one of y'all.
But you know what? Actually, I have thought about it. It's because, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a little vain. I want an open casket, if possible. So you can rent a casket instead of buying one. So if you want to be cremated to save money, if y'all do cremate me, I do still want.
We're not gonna cremate you if that's not what you want.
Well, I think that I've become more open to cremation. But the vain part of me, because I have planned out my whole funeral and cremating, that just would f it all up. And so still dress me up,
Okay.
do me up one last time in my ball gown, and the dove release, all of that, pearl white Cadillac. Well, that would cut my okay. You know what? Nope, scratch that.
I need you to get this together and write it down. So like I really genuinely know what to do.
Okay.
You know what I want.
Yeah.
I don't even want you guys to come to the funeral home.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a fun fact.
The only
Do you know that there is a
there
separate room? So first of all, if you did not know, you are not. They obviously don't embalm you when you're getting cremated because it's a waste.
Yeah.
Well, there is a room that you can sit in that has a window, and you can watch the box go in.
I've seen family members press the button.
Oh,
That's a little much. But I mean, if any of you want to, you're more than welcome. I don't care. Anybody watching, y'all know. Light me up. If any of you, there we go. Any of you watching this who's hate watching for me, and when I do die, if you want to come light me on fire, do it.
yeah,
Caitlin will let you.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Molly. I do think that I would keep a small. I do think that I would keep a small portion of your ashes. I'd have to buy a bong, but I think I would keep it in like residual at the bottom.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I've said I'm a big girl. There's enough ashes of me to go around. If y'all don't do something so cool with my ashes, I'm going to be pissed. So, like, turn me into like a diamond or do something like that. Spread a little bit of me somewhere. Put me in a bong. Smoke me. I don't care.
You know, your teeth don't fully burn. And so, Molly, I can make this is so morbid, but I can make a sick bracelet.
Cut parts of me off before they burn me. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care.
I think you would be proud of me if I wore your teeth as a bracelet.
I would actually be offended if you didn't.
Okay.
So, note that.
Me and Jack are going to split the top and bottom half.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets what?
It's a fight.
Put that, please write that down. So there's no fight with me and Jackie.
I need to make sure
who gets the top and who gets the bottom.
Oh, I gotta amend my will.
Oh man. All right. Well, moving right along. So what did you think about the cannoli?
I liked it, but it was a lot of like. It was a lot.
There's a lot of different textures going on because you have the hard shell, the creamy, then you have like the crunch of the chocolate chip, and then the powder.
I like the taste of the pastry itself is really good, but it was just a lot of cream.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, like I said, the taste was good, but it was a little too much cream for me.
Okay. Noted. Molly doesn't like it creamy. Well, this next segment, let me put us over to the side. So our next segment is going to be, and this might be a new thing because we're on TikTok a lot and we watch TikTok a lot. If you don't follow either of us if you don't follow Don't Tell Our Moms, if you don't follow us individually, maybe Molly can clip our ads in here, then you should. Fun gals.
Mm-hmm.
Fun content. Especially Molly. Molly, hot content. Just that's all I'm gonna say.
No,
A little spicy.
not true.
Yeah, it is. Makeup.
That I do.
Ugh. So anyhow, this segment is gonna be things that we learned this week on TikTok because I do be learning. I use TikTok like Google. I don't even Google things anymore. I just look it up on TikTok.
Just search it on TikTok.
Yep.
I'm just gonna hold my microphone like this because I don't feel like sitting up.
Okay. These are things that I learned this week on TikTok. TVs and kitchens are making a comeback. And me and Randy, I keep forgetting to do one, but I'm going to do one tomorrow on my Walmart pickup. But life hack. A lot of people are really crazy about like the Amazon like Fire or whatever it is. It's like a $400 tablet. Yeah. But on the Walmart brand, they're 24-inch TVs. So it's actually bigger. It's a smart TV. It's like $68.
Oh, no brainer.
So I'm getting a counter TV for my kitchen. And so then because it's a smart TV, I can watch YouTube. I can watch Netflix. I can watch whatever the fuck I want. I can listen to us. I think I'm going to put it over there, either next to the stove, hazard, I think, but over there in that little corner, or on my back counter that has like really nothing on it.
That's what I was thinking about, by the fridge.
Yep. I think I'm going to put it over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. because eventually I am going to bring also a table back into my kitchen instead of an island.
Mm-hmm.
So I can sit at the table and do whatever. I'm peel potatoes and watch podcasts
Mm-hmm.
or YouTube mukbangs. So TVs and kitchens are making a comeback.
Love that, actually.
I learned on TikTok how to make the Taco Bell hamburger meat at home. The hack is you boil the hamburger meat in water.
Ew,
It looks gross, Molly, but and like a little bit of cornstarch, and then the Taco Bell seasoning, and it grounds up the meat just like the taco. It looked, and everyone said it tastes just like the Taco Bell. So I'm gonna try it.
I just do not like the thought of boiling.
It looked gross, and that's what everyone was
Ground
like,
beef.
ew. But yeah, boil it.
Let me know how it goes.
Okay, I tried this. I didn't learn it this week, but this is something that if it could help any of my girlies, hormonal acne, and I didn't realize that. So I just always thought that my acne as an adult has been hormonal because of my PCOS, but it's actually come to find out I have bacterial acne. And what has really, you can't tell because I've been hella stressed out lately. So my skin hates me right now. And I've not been drinking a lot of water. And so it's just coming for me. But my face has actually been really clear lately. And it's because I have been using, when I do my cleansing and I like wash my makeup off at night. So twice a day, I have cleansed and washed my face with Head and Shoulders shampoo. Molly, it cleared up my acne overnight. It was insane. So it's for bacterial acne. So then, like, if you have acne, like I still get now mine on like my chest and stuff is still hormonal, but it has worked on. You can do it on your whole body.
Interesting.
But yeah, you can wash your body with it. You can wash your face with it, but it clears up.
I mean, I know some of it has like zinc or whatever in it.
Yeah, that's what everyone said that worked.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, girlies, if you have bacterial, or if you think that it's hormonal, it could be bacterial. Try Head and Shoulders. And actually, I've been using the Great Value brand because that's all that Walmart had. They substituted it, and apparently it works better.
Same active ingredients.
All right. I'm going to do the next ones that are just two fun, like kind of fun facts. But then I have two, I didn't learn them, but they're interesting stories of cases that I came across. One's really popular right now, so everyone's going to know about it. But I want us to talk about it. Did you know that technically the brain named itself? Because the scientist who named it had to use their brain to think of the name.
Shut up.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's like a weird loophole. It makes my brain do like this weird.
That technically the brain named itself because they had to use their brain to come up with the name brain.
Don't like that.
All right, I want you to write this out.
Write it out.
Write out the word bed. B-E-D.
B-E-D.
No, lowercase.
Oh.
All lowercase. What does the word bed look like?
Oh, a bed.
The word bed looks like a bed. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. First, I wrote it in all caps, and she said, "No, you ruined it. Lowercase."
Isn't that weird that lowercase bed looks like a bed?
Okay. Well, I think you can also make a dog out of the word dog. Like if you write the word dog, you can make a picture out of a dog.
And Facebook Mama's quote of the week: "Dog is just God spelled backwards." Because they are a true gift from Him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That was the Facebook Mom repost of the week.
I love that.
All right.
We should make that a weekly segment.
Yes. Yes.
Fun.
Yes. Okay. All right. So this story has been hot, and I have dove deep off in this rabbit hole. The teacher,
Oh, God.
Molly.
First of all, if anybody talked to me the way that student was talking to her, there's so much with this story. The number one thing being that this is a minor, you nasty bitch. But like, if like he talks to her like zero interest, like he's a teenage boy, so duh, he's gonna like take full advantage of someone giving him attention and money and door dashing him shit. Yeah, duh, of course he's gonna take advantage of it. But like, he was just like,
He dogged her the out
he
though.
did. Like, he was talking about how she was like fat at one point.
But
And,
'cause,
like-
usually women teachers do this because they're very insecure and like maybe you're too insecure to date people their own age. It just made her more
Like,
insecure.
the whole thing is messed up. But if y'all don't know, what is her name? Like Ashley?
No, it's Haley.
Haley.
Is it Gray? Oh fuck, what's her last name? But I didn't. Her brother is an influencer.
Jesus.
Yeah, but man, I've gone down that rabbit hole this week, and I was like, shit.
If you don't know, I don't know what side of TikTok you're on, but it's all over mine. And people are like reading through these text messages of them sending each.
And he was taking down 2 teachers.
Yeah. Crazy.
Man. So yeah, I went down that rabbit hole this week, and I was just like, the stuff he was saying to her, he was so fucking.
He was, but I mean,
he bored the shit out of her.
well, I mean, she knew. Like, I don't know. I can't even make it make sense in my brain, but yeah, it's all been all over my 40 page too.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that one. And then did you see? So this happened in, I'm going to Google it real quick just so I make sure. Fact check, no fake news.
Not around here, partner.
Yeah. We don't do fake news right here.
Nope.
All right, it was in Kentucky. Okay. Did you ever see this? It happened in 2024, in September 2024, in Lecter County, Kentucky, when the sheriff shot that judge in his chambers and it came out about the sex ring. How have I never heard about this? I also dove deep up in that. If
Did you see the video?
What brought it up? Yeah, what brought it up is that one of the women who was a victim of the judge, that he was, the whole county apparently is like corrupt, and everybody was in on it. But what started all of it is that a sheriff deputy got sentenced to 6 years in jail for exchanging sex favors with incarcerated women or women on house arrest to like get them off of house arrest or get them special privileges in the jail and stuff like that. So he got caught. Well, then there was the sheriff got a deposition because they're basically like, how did you not know that this was happening in your jail with one of your sheriff's deputies? And it came out that the judge and other judges and people of power in that town would have whole sex parties in the jail. They would bring women in from the jail, and that were the woman who was talking about it, she was like, it was all consensual. She said, I know when people think, like, obviously legally it is grape, because if you don't know, even if it is there is no consensual sex whatsoever in jail,
right?
Whether it's with inmates or it's with a employee at the jail and an inmate, you cannot consent to sex, which I'm being very honest with you. Enough has been taken from you. If you were willing and you would like to get it in, whatever.
Willing.
Hot take. So as long as you're willing.
Yep.
Like on Orange is the New Black. That was a true love story with a card. So she said, it was not great. That she said, I don't consider it, like, obviously legally it was. She's like, but it was just,
it was like 40.
She's like, we were partying. She's like, they were feeding it. She said we did lots of coke. But a lot of these women, it's very similar to like the towns kind of like in like Virginia, like how it's just like opioids and things like that run rampant. So there's a lot of addiction and drug abuse in that town. And so they would, apparently, like, the rehab programs were in on it. CPS was in on it.
I didn't know it that went deep. I didn't know it went that deep. I thought the guy who shot him, his daughter had something to do with it, right?
Yes. So, yes and no. She has come out and was like, okay, I just want to squash rumors. I'm 18 years old. I was not messing around with the judge. The judge never abused me. That's not what it was about. So she said that basically what they would do is the judge, which the judge's name was, the sheriff was Mickey Steins, and the judge was Kevin Mullins. So and the judge and Mickey were good friends. But even she said that the sheriff knew, but not to the extent. And that her theory is, and like what everyone's theory is that he was turning the blind eye to some things, but he did not know the extent, and he did not know that they were holding the things they were holding over these women, and like all they didn't know all of the things that were going on. But it was in multiple. She said they fucked all over that courthouse. Like when they would have these sex parties, like she's like, I did in the chambers, in the courtroom, on the stairwell. They had like a cabin that they would all go to. So basically, they would bring women from the jail, and they would be like, "Hey, you want to go party this weekend?" And a bunch of like city officials, like councilmen, like it ran deep.
I didn't know it went that deep, but I did see the video and knew that he did it because like the judge was in there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. So she said that what they would do is that you would get like a petty charge, and they would CPS. That's what I said. The CPS was on it and on it, because CPS would just snatch your kids from you on something minor, like that wouldn't even. They would just randomly pop up, and they would find a reason or plant a reason to take your kids from you. So they would basically hold these women's kids over their heads. And anything from like a traffic ticket, he would say, like, okay, if it's a traffic ticket, the judge would say, well, just come see me 3 times and we'll take care of it. And so apparently all of the women and young girls in this town know that if you would go see that judge, if you got any kind of trouble, that they would take care of it. And you just knew what you had to do. And so what they would do is she was like, that CPS would take her kids, and then she said that the judge, she was like, the one good thing that he ever did for me was that CPS was on my ass, and she'd had twins. And she was like, I would pass every drug test, but then they would fail me. And so she said, I would have to request to have all of them labbed. And then it would come out, oh, well, she did actually pass it. CPS was on her and on her and on her. And so the judge was like, I've had enough. Like, I'm about to open an investigation on y'all. This is ridiculous. Give her kids back. And she's like, so he did give me my kids back. But she said that they would like reduce their sentences. They would get them out of jail and put them on house arrest, or to get them off of house arrest. And so, and she said they didn't like them sober. Like they would basically send people out like in the town to connect with them and get them to relapse. They'd get arrested. It was just a cycle. And then the sheriff's deputies were messing around with a bunch of girls in the jail for like extra privileges, all kinds of stuff. It was disgusting. The sheriff was, I think he did his deposition, and I think that he got tipped off that something was going to happen to his family. That the people who were involved in the sex ring, thought that he was going to roll on all of them. And then he also, I think, found out in the process of that deposition how deep it went, and it was a lot deeper than he thought it was, and more sickening than he thought it was, and how corrupt it was, and it was making him lose his mind. That all these people that he thought that he knew and trusted,
I mean,
were not, like, everything, his whole career, everything was just a lie. So it's wild. But yeah, if y'all have never, I stayed up for hours the other night deep diving.
I didn't deep dive.
Go further, Molly. It's wild.
Yeah, I'll have to, because I just skimmed it.
But what they said is that he called, he tried calling his daughter from his phone, and she wouldn't answer. And so he just used the judge's phone, because he was trying to figure out where his wife and daughter were, because he thought that they had got to them already. So he thought that they were kidnapping his wife and daughter. So he couldn't get her on his phone, and so he just used the judge's phone, trying to see if she would answer like a different number, or if they had her, if someone had her, they would see it was the judge calling her phone, and they would answer because it was the judge was connected to it. So she has come out, and so is the mom, that was like, he was not sexually abusing the daughter, like she was not part of it, like he didn't mess around with underage girls. It was all adult women. It doesn't make it any better, but that it wasn't anything to do with, like, there was no underage girls in the sex ring, so that they know of. But it was wild.
That's crazy.
That was the last thing I learned on TikTok this week. Those are the kind of things where I literally am like, I mean, I should really go to bed, and then I stay for 4 hours and scroll that. So.
Well, so you want me to tell you what I learned this week?
Yeah,
a lot of them are a fun fact. I'll start with this documentary I learned about. I actually watched it all today, but in between like making calls for work. I have to remember the name of it. I think it's pretty new on Netflix, but it's about the LDS community.
I love those. Wait, is this a new documentary? Because I did see that on TikTok, and I wanted to watch it. I saved that video.
I watched it today.
Okay.
It's like it's a docu-series, so it's 4 episodes.
Okay.
But like I said, I watched them today just in between making calls at work and stuff, answering emails. It was really good watch, but it was also a really hard watch. So just kind of fair warning to anyone who wants to watch it. Will you look at the name of it? Because I can't remember. Yeah, just it involves children. So it is a bit of a hard watch. So trigger warning there. But
I put LSD documentary. Two very different.
Tell me about LSD.
Let's see. It's Me, the False Prophet.
Trust me.
So it's on
The False
Netflix.
Prophet.
Okay.
Yes, on Netflix. It's a docuseries. It was a really good watch, but like I said, really hard watch. So just kind of go into that knowing what it's going to be.
Is it the woman who infiltrated? Was about she infiltrated them and got their trust?
Crazy. Yes, it was crazy. But this one, yes, she did. She essentially infiltrated this cult and made him think that she was supportive of all of this stuff, that she believed everything he was saying. I won't spoil it, but it was crazy. You need to watch it.
All right, I'm about to watch it tonight. Tomorrow's Friday.
It was good. It was good.
All right.
It was good.
Okay.
So that's
some shit that Christy would be on top of. If my sister loved nothing else, she loved a damn true crime documentary. She loved anything crime, you know that. And also, fun fact about Christy, she would walk around when she was at work all day long. She would have headphones on her. Sometimes she even have her phone up like this. She watched Dr. Phil all day long at work. She loved fucking Dr. Phil.
Another one I learned. So I'm gonna have to post a picture right here so you guys can know what it is.
Picture here.
You know, on like an earthworm, how it sometimes has like this little. I'm gonna pull up a picture and show you, but I'll put one here. Hold on.
Okay.
It's called I think it's the clatilla.
Earthworms have clitoris?
Yeah, it's a sex organ. No, so apparently it's called the clatillum. I think. You see that little like band that you know is on an earthworm?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a sex organ. So like young earthworms don't have these.
Is that why is that why they be squirming around all the time?
Apparently it helps them stay stuck together while they're mating. But then it also, I guess that's how it like holds the fertilized whatever to make the lady worm pregnant. But that little band that you see on an earthworm, it's a sex organ. I learned that on TikTok.
Did you also know that some animals, I think deer is one of them, there was a list of them, that they can actually halt their pregnancy. They can pause their pregnancy for better conditions.
No, but that's cool.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
Yeah. They just pause.
A lot. The rest of these are kind of fun facts. The Dallas airport is bigger than the entire state of Rhode Island.
Texas everything is bigger in Texas. If you've never been to the Houston airport, I haven't, but when my husband would travel internationally for work, Houston airport has like its own train system. It's massive.
Y'all don't think I'm crazy if y'all knew this and didn't. I did not know this as a woman, and I am a little bit ashamed. Our fallopian tubes are not attached. So, you know, the female reproductive system, you have the fallopian tubes.
Yeah, they hang over the sides like this, don't they?
Well, I thought they were attached to the ovaries. No. They're just floating there. They're just floating. Now, they do have like these little structures that kind of come up off of them like appendages to catch the egg. But because the fallopian tubes aren't attached, you just have eggs floating around your abdomen sometimes. Yeah, I always thought that they were just like attached to the ovaries. They're not. They just like when the egg is released, they just kind of like slurp it up, but it doesn't go directly into them, and that's why you can have eggs just like floating in your abdomen. Oh, this one is really cool. So, a yellow light. It is only yellow for the time that the speed limit is. So if the speed limit is 25, the light's going to be yellow for 2 seconds. What? If the speed limit is like 45, it'll be 4.5 seconds. So it's yellow. The duration of the yellow is what the speed limit is. So if it's 40, it's going to be 4 seconds.
Well, just know when it's yellow, that speed limit changes for me because I
ain't stopping at no damn yellow light.
No.
But I thought that was a really fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Let's see. The last one, you can mail like a potato or a brick or even a coconut. Like you can just pop a shipping label on it and they'll mail it like that.
What?
Yeah. You can mail a potato. Or a brick or a coconut. You just put a shipping label on it. Yeah.
Oh, I think you probably know this story. So my mom is very quirky and very innocent. So my family, my dad's family, my mom's family grew up on the farm than the land that my mom lives on now. So my grandparents' catering company was called Mossy Oak Catering because they had huge oak trees that grew moss off of them.
Like the Spanish moss?
Yeah, like Spanish moss. So my dad's family had lived in St. Louis for a very long time. They did not grow up in the South. And so she wanted my little cousins and my grandparents to see Spanish moss and like where it came from. So my mom got a bunch of moss and put it in like vacuum sealed bags. And this was in like the early 2000s. And so obviously, mail and TSA and all these things have come a long way.
Oh, brother.
So they scanned this. So they showed up to our house and almost arrested my mom because they thought that my mom was sending kilos upon kilos of vacuum sealed bricks of marijuana.
All white bricks, but not white bricks.
They thought my mom was trying to mail marijuana to my little cousins in St. Louis.
That's incredible.
So it did not make it to them. They seized it. And my mom was like, I just wanted to see what Spanish moss was. I'm so sorry, sir. She probably answered the door in like her nightgown.
That is hilarious. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
love that story. That's all I learned.
One last fun fact, because I love these.
Mhm.
This should be a whole segment. This should be a whole episode of just us telling you fun facts.
Fun fact. Fun fact about us.
Did you know, and this may not be true, but it was all over the internet, so it has to be true. Let me actually, you know what? I'll Google it. So they said that like a baby, like the new baby smell, is so. The new baby smell is often the most intense on the cranium. It's a scientifically backed aroma that promotes bonding and triggers dopamine. So it's not really like a new, like you smell like a new baby. It's us smelling their cranium, like their brain, and it doesn't actually go away until it's developed, but our nose just get used to it.
Their soft spot, because like technically,
so you're just smelling your baby's fucking brain.
Yeah, because
it's a new brain.
That's what a soft spot is. It's a spot where their skull hasn't fused, so it's just like scalp, and then like.
So then the next time that I'm holding a baby, I'm like, if you're smelling their brain, but it's weird how our nose gets used to it, so it doesn't actually go away.
If you've held an infant, you'll see if you watch their soft spots, it'll pulse because there's no like bone that has fused yet. Because your skull, if you've ever looked at a human skull, down the middle of it, there's like this really jagged line, and that is where our the like two halves of our skull fuse together as we get older. But babies haven't fused yet, so that's why they call it a soft spot, because it is.
We will move along. Molly also brought me. Oh, you got the gross ones again. Yes. Molly brought me a goodie bag of all the things she knew that would cheer me up, along with my other beautiful, very thoughtful presents that they got me. But there's a lot of candy down there that I'm about to murder later. Probably watching that LDS documentary. So
we opened these before. These are the little mini surprise balls, but these are the gross ones.
I forgot these were like individual. Ooh, Molly, remember I did get actually really grossed out the first time.
One of them I think is just the magnifying glass.
These bags smell funky. What is that? Oh, it's McDonald's. Oh, I have that.
I don't know if you have this one.
Yeah, it's the maggot fries or the chicken nuggets.
The nuggets.
Yeah, because remember I got like the whole McDonald's.
Oh yeah, so it's like you guys really can't see them.
I can't look at mine. Molly. Okay, let me see. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have opened that. I don't have those. We're gonna have the whole fucking McDonald's menu.
I love it. What did you get?
Molly, I am gonna throw up.
What is it?
Tony's famous toenail tacos.
Ew.
It's like toenail clippings, and instead of a
it's a gross toe. It is a taco, but there's a toe.
That is not totally
and like
awesome.
roaches and stuff on it. These are so cool.
Instead of relish, it's toe clippings. I got a fucking magnifying glass. Pissing
Yeah.
me off. What'd you get?
So it's like the Kinder Surprise eggs, but this says a kidney surprise and it's organs.
I love. Hey, you should get that to your mom.
I should. My mom works in dialysis. She's not like a fucking freak like me. That one is cool.
I don't know if that would be well received at her clinic, but
You want this?
no, you can keep that actually. Oh, okay.
What is this one?
Mind barf instead of Minecraft. Mind barf. Dig and barf. That's how you explore the exciting world of Mind barf. Chunder Underground and create your own spew cities and more. Explore a blocky three-dimensional world with infinite vomit terrain.
Hell yeah.
So it says PU for Puss 5.
Puss. She said puss.
It's got puss on it.
But like, I love this is so well done. Like the little CD coming
That's
out.
cute.
It's so cute.
That's really cute.
All right. My last one.
Is that dog poop?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like some kind of chocolate bar. But it's just poo.
Dog log? Oh, it's like a pecan log, maybe?
Maybe, but it's just a poo with flies on it.
Oh, this is a special edition.
Did you get a special edition?
It's Shocks instead of Crocs.
Oh my God.
Ugly and hideous. That's the beauty of Shocks, and it's got an alligator going.
But it's like an actual croc.
Yeah, like Molly, that's a for real. That's legit. That's freaking cool.
Oh my God. Yo, it even has like a little. I can't get over how well done these, like
They
how
are.
well made these are. It's a croc. Oh my God.
Hey, Molly, the back of this, you're supposed to actually put this on. You can put this on your toilet and then make people think that it's poop, like diarrhea. It's got worms in it. Hey, I wonder if these worms have a clit. Drop mine.
I know what I'm gonna be doing with that.
Ew.
These are so cool. I can't get over this croc.
Molly, I love you so much that you can have that. Put it on your shelf. It fits your shelf. The green? Oh my God, it looks perfect.
Look at that.
Molly. Me, and before I get a pedicure. With my Crocs on.
Do you want
My Crocs are leopard.
Do you want your nasty thing?
Yeah, I guess I'll keep my taco.
Oh, and here's your.
Thanks. Right. So
One more.
these are
My desk is a mess.
kawaii critters,
Mhm. They're just like cute little.
fuzzy flocked friends, foodie edition.
Mhm.
Because what do we, Molly, love more?
Food.
Stop it right now, Molly. It's velvet. Stop it right now.
Already seen mine.
It's an ice cream cone.
I don't think you're ready.
Molly.
Kaylin, I need you to close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, open your eyes.
Shut the. Okay.
There's a little hot dog with a face. You can have a hot dog.
Molly, I've cried enough today.
You can have a hot dog.
You can have my cone.
It's so cute.
Molly, look at the little cone.
I love their little faces.
This is perfect.
Look at their cute little faces.
The universe knew that I needed this today.
These are cute.
I love how they're like felt.
I know they're like hard, but they're like covered in velvet.
My little guy.
These are cute.
Yeah, bitch. I'm gonna name him Weenus.
Oh, Weenus, that's cute. Oh my God, he's cute.
This Weenus.
Look at my desk.
Look at this mess.
Look at this mess. I gotta clean this up and then
Well,
go home and go to bed.
bring a broom because it's a mess.
Bring your brooms because it is a mess.
Man, I love that movie.
Copyright.
All right, your copyright, not sponsored. Zach Galifianakis, though, if you'd love to have us between your two ferns,
You can be, but never mind.
you could be.
You can be between our two ferns,
two
if you know what I'm
ferns.
saying. Actually, bring some hedge trimmers.
bring.
Bring the electric hedge trimmers. You're probably gonna need them.
While you're at it, it's been a while. Bring some jumper cables.
Mhm. Just bring whatever power tools you have. Actually,
Molly, you know what I just pictured?
what? What?
Could you imagine if I just dropped in one day to, just dropping because I was, on your side of town, and I pop in, I'm like, Molly, and I can't find her, and Molly's just, because I know Molly's petty voice, and I open your bathroom door, and you just got jumper cables.
I feel like you would probably walk in on me doing something stranger. So, what would you do if you walked in and I had jumper cables attached to my nipples? What would you do? Because I'd be like, hey, girl, the clamps weren't doing it anymore. I needed to step it up.
I would say, make sure you put the positive with the positive, negative with the negative, Molly.
One time I didn't, and I melted the jumper cables.
All right.
I got to clean this shit up. Thanks, you guys, so much for hanging out with us.
Yes. Thank you for being on this roller coaster of a journey of an episode for the highs and the lows.
Yes. And once again, we said it, but this is our 20th episode. And to those of you who have been here since episode 1, thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank you.
And we hope to continue to grow and have a lot more fun stuff planned for you guys.
And if you haven't been here since episode 1 and you haven't gone back and started from the beginning, you're a fucking hater.
And you're missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot. But as always, we'll see you guys next week.
Okay, love you. Bye.